Formula One 2026 sucks. So much sound in Mumbai, and I'm sorry because I'm using my AirPod. I'm having a major mic crisis, but don't worry, I am trying to sort it out. Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel Project Podium. Today we're going to be talking about the 2026 first race of the Formula One season, which happened in Australia. In the first 10-15 laps, we've had at least 10 insane overtakes. These overtakes were between the race leaders, but sadly, those overtakes did not last in the second half of the race. In the first 15 laps of the race, you feel, maybe the new Formula One is not bad at all. But here's the thing, Formula One in 2026 has gotten people talking. Not only is there controversy in the new power units, but there is also controversy in the Mercedes domination over the start with Colapinto, where they literally turned off the traffic light very early, and then an epic 15-lap battle between Charles Leclerc and George Russell. And of course, the Ferrari strategy. Now, Aston Martin has reliability issues. Russell, who wins and pretends to be afraid of the Ferrari, and I think he should actually be a little scared of the red team. We are going through everything in this video. And by the end of this video, I'm also going to tell you if the new regulations in Formula One 2026 has spoiled the sport or no. First, let's analyze the battle between Ferrari and Mercedes. I don't know if you saw this, but when Charles and Russell got out of the car towards the podium, there was a little bit of tension between them. And that's because Lando Norris had spoken about how strong the Ferrari chassis is in Australia. They are very fast in the high-speed corners. But in Melbourne, according to me, Mercedes was definitely dominant, mainly thanks to the engine. But that does not mean that it's going to be like this the whole season, especially if Ferrari manages to recover the horsepower. Russell knows that Charles is one of the most dangerous competitors in 2026. But the question is, why exactly was Mercedes in an advantage of 0.8 seconds on the straights, even more than all the Mercedes engines that were there on track? Now, this is because they have great control over the hybrid software. You could arrive into turn 6 with 99% battery, and Mercedes arrived into turn 6 with 100% battery. It's a 1% difference, but that 1% difference is a lot, especially when you're driving on the straight. Now, Red Bull was really good in their quali. Yes, there was a software glitch with Max Verstappen, but if you see Hadjar, he qualified third. And Ferrari and McLaren, on the other hand, still have a lot of work to do, especially on their qualifying maps. Now, coming to Ferrari, which has a great chassis and has an advantage over tyre management in this season, but it was suffering with their engine, which was pretty evident in the qualifying. Now, tyre management plays a very important part in Formula One in 2026. If your tyres don't have much grip, then you will be using that much energy for traction. Now, all of us have complained about the Ferrari strategy in Australia. Even I was complaining about it when I saw it during the race, but then I did a little bit of analysis, and I feel that the Ferrari strategy has worked and not in Australia, and I will tell you exactly why. Mercedes ran the race on hard tyres which were 10 laps old. They had cooked and would have won with any strategy. Mercedes would have won if they pit or did not pit during, before, or after the virtual safety car. Mercedes was going to win the race by hook or by crook. Nothing could stop them from winning the race in Australia. But I can understand why Ferrari did not pit in the first VSC. It's because they wanted to gamble everything on tyre wear, which is their best weapon. They thought that they will go for one stop and Mercedes would go for a two-stop strategy and they would come back on top. But I do agree with Hamilton. I mean, Hamilton said that why not at least pick one person? You have two drivers, exploit both of them. They would have taken a chance with at least one driver and made Mercedes' life difficult in their second stint. Also, Mercedes' medium tires were almost getting worn off when they were battling with Charles Leclerc, and this is what George Russell also agreed in the post-race interviews. Now, this is a very important thing that I wanted to talk about the Australian Grand Prix, which is what the fuck happened on Friday with Max Verstappen. So Max Verstappen in the drivers' meeting has been extremely clear that he's not happy with the 2026 regulations. And all the drivers went and told the journalists that, hey, you know what, Max Verstappen was talking this and Max Verstappen was talking that. But then, this is not what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about Gabriel Bortoleto, who said that between turn 6 and turn 9, there was very little downforce in the car, which made him feel a little lightweight and could be unsafe. Now, when Bortoleto said this, other drivers also agreed that there was very less downforce in that area, but did not ask the FIA to intervene. They just said what they felt like. Now, what did the FIA do after listening to this? They literally cancelled the tight zone 2 hours before the free practice, and all the teams got extremely furious. Like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? We practiced on Friday, we practiced on Saturday, you cannot do this. We have so much data, what the hell? And there was so much chaos, so much revolt that it was extremely violent, and the FIA had to put it back. Now, what happens is that the FIA said that if they tight close it, then in fact on the straights, you're with your flaps closed. And if you're with your flaps closed, that means your car is slower. And if your car is slower than what it is right now, it means that it's slower than 50 kilometers per hour than a Formula 3 car. I mean, we are paying to watch racing. So yeah, that happened. But it also tells us that there is so much confusion in Formula One right now that it's not only you and me who are confused. Now, coming to the regulations of 2026, which I think have been such a mess, it's so chaotic. Like, chaos is the word for Formula One in 2026. There are 3 things that I do not agree with in Formula One regulations in 2026. The first one is qualifying. The cars don't have much energy while qualifying, and we have to see a lot of lift and coast. There's lack of hard braking. Second one, the start. It's not about the 5-second start. It's about that the drivers do not have much time to turbo their engines, and so they do not have that much energy. I mean, look what happened with Colapinto. Yes, his reflexes were great, but was it safe? No. Third one, the race. Now, Formula One is not about driving. It's about, if I have more energy than you, then I will overtake you. And we are paying to watch racing. We don't give a fuck about your hybrid constitution or whatever the hell they're planning to build. So that's unfair, right? But what I want to say is that, guys, we need to be ready to watch a lot of races without overtakes. Yes, the race was fun, but what after that? I feel that the sport is definitely a little bit spoiled, but then I'm also excited to see how teams learn to manage with energy and electricity and combustion engine, etc., etc. Let me know what you thought about the Australian Grand Prix in the comments below, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.